Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Good morning, Tanika. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, it's a Fun Freedom Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for retweeting. I appreciate that, Tanika, on Facebook, Twitter. Hey, Ray Hagler. Love is all ween. Welcome, welcome, you guys, this morning. Happy Friday, I know. We're rocking out a little bit this morning. Gonna have a little fun, some Q&A, talk about a couple things this morning. You guys, if you're watching by replay, be sure to invite your followers, share out on Twitter, and tap for hearts as well. Good morning, love is all we need, maybe? Hey, the technician, welcome, welcome. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I hope that your week has been well and productive, and the weekend is ahead, so looking forward to that. You guys, if you haven't invited your followers, go ahead and invite your followers, retweet, share on Facebook, and then in addition, tap for hearts as you're watching the broadcast. We'll get started shortly. We'll give people a moment or so to be notified and to come on into the broadcast this morning. In addition, if you're new to the broadcast, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat box so that I can officially welcome you. Hey, Ooh Dogs, Crazy Hippie, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Dell Hamilton. Welcome to the broadcast this morning. Lapro. Hey, welcome from South Florida. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts, too. Hey, Morel. Haven't seen you in a while. Great. Thank you for joining the broadcast this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope that you're well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Crazy hippie. I appreciate you. Hey, Morel. Good morning, you guys. You guys ready for the weekend? Anything great on deck while we're waiting for people to jump in? Hey, London G70. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Hey, Kara Vulcan. Well, welcome to the Periscope atmosphere. It's your first day, and I am excited that you chose to pick my broadcast. So welcome. Hang around a little bit. GT Ulum. Welcome, welcome to the broadcast this morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, London. Hey, GT. Good morning. You going on a walk in the park? Okay, great, great. That's exciting. Hope that your weather is a little cooler than it has been this week here. Hey, Avni Basalan. Welcome to the broadcast. All is well. Been catching the replays. Okay, good, Morel. Good, Morel. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Hey, Danny Jalay. Hey, Eddie. Good to see you as always. Welcome, welcome, you guys, to this morning's divorce devotion. Let's go ahead and jump on in this morning. I got some good news, and we're going to Q&A it up today. I have a couple of things I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. So good morning. Need to watch your replays? Yes, London. There's a bunch of them. I know I've done over 300 Periscopes. I'm not sure how many they keep in the queue. I think it might be 100 at a time. But go ahead and check back, you know, all different types of topics. And then if you need to connect with me, just I have a link in the bio and we can connect, okay? Well, good morning, you guys. Welcome to this morning's divorce devotion. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Andrea Stuckey, and I am the founder of Live Life Loved and Divorcee Liberation, which is an online community for women who desire, key point, who desire to rebuild, redefine, and liberate their lives following separation and divorce. I am your divorce liberator. Good morning, Rob. I am a life coach, I am a speaker, and I'm also the author of the book Suddenly Single, a woman's spiritual and practical guide to the first 5 years following separation and divorce. And you can find that book on Amazon.com in both print and Kindle format. So welcome, everyone. Great to have you here on this fun Freedom Friday. I hope that your week has been productive. I hope that it's been well and encouraging for you. And so at the end of this week, we're going to just, we're going to have a Q&A here. But first, I want to share a little bit of information with you. So if you guys will bear with me, and if you'll also pump out some hearts, I would appreciate that. I just want to let you guys know that coming up next week, it will be an early bird registration for my upcoming Divorce to Destiny 6-week masterclass. I am super excited about this program for all of you women, because this is for women. This is for women. This program, this masterclass, which is 6 weeks. Yes, super excited. That's going to take you and move you from divorce into your destiny. And some of the things that we're going to talk about during this 6 weeks intensive masterclass, those of you who rock with me, intensive, okay? Here are just a few of the things that we will be covering. It's going to help you gain some clarity, show you how to shift from your losses, right? And how to take those losses and make them gains in your life, okay? Remember, this is all how to. This is not just information. This is how to. This is about transitioning. This is about action, right? In 6 weeks intensive. We're going to also be talking about identifying and moving you beyond your emotional blocks, right? So sometimes when you've come through a divorce, there are some things that seem to be holding you back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to identify those things and help you push past and beyond those emotional blocks. Okay. In addition, we're going to help you identify your purpose. Yes. Going to help you identify your purpose and give you and help you with some options for profitability that can come from that purpose. So this is Divorce to Destiny. Now here's the key. There will be an early bird registration discount, but that discount goes to my email list and to my Facebook community first. And that will probably be released over the weekend. So one, I admonish you, one or two things. If you're not currently on my email list, you can get on my email list by simply going to the link in my bio here on today. And you can hit the link and you can access either the free audio or the free co-parenting ebook. So, and that will join you on my email list, but you will also receive a free audio or a free ebook. So you can join my email list that way. In addition, if you want to join my Facebook community, those are the Divorcee Liberation. There is a link in the bio here in Periscope as well. When you click that link, there's a drop-down box and you get an option to join that community as well. And remember, that's a safe and private community for separated and divorced women only. Men, I'm sorry, there may be a program coming for you in the fall. Seriously, for some of you men, I am working on meeting some of your needs. So a lot of you men, you rock with me and you're on here consistently. So I have not forgot about you, but my first priority in my, my audience, so to speak, is women. Okay, so if you guys could shout out some hearts for that, we're super excited. And in addition, you can get a sneak peek to that today if you're on my Instagram page. Okay, so if you're following me on Instagram, you'll get a little sneak peek at that program. But the program, the early registration will open on Monday. Okay, discounted registration comes through email and Facebook community members first. There is limited seating to this masterclass, so you want to jump right in. If you're interested in moving yourself along, this is for you. If you have questions about the program, be sure to send me an email, and my email is Andrea, Andrea, good morning, at livelifeLove.com. That love is LUVD. If somebody could put that in the chat box, I would appreciate it. Andrea at livelifeLove.com. That is my direct email. If you have any questions regarding this exciting 6-week masterclass that is coming up, in case you want to know, it will be starting in August 17th. So that is the release date, but all the information will be coming forth between this week and Monday morning. So that is super exciting. I am excited. So let's go ahead and get started. We're doing a Q&A today. Yes, but if you can make one correction, Brienne, the love is LUVD. So livelifeLUVD.com. So if somebody can make that correction, and then for those of you who need that email, you can screenshot it when you watch the replay, or you can screenshot it now. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. I always start with a quote or scripture on this Friday morning, and so I have a scripture for you this morning, and it's coming from, yes, that is perfect, Brienne. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is my direct email if you have any questions in general, or if you have questions about the upcoming 6-week masterclass. So I'm excited about that. The Word of God says this, coming from the book of John, chapter 8, verse 36, who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. That Son being Jesus Christ, right? He set us free when he gave and shed his blood on Calvary's cross. And so I like to talk about that a little bit on Fridays because, oftentimes in this divorce space, we think of freedom as leaving a relationship. That's not what it's about. It's about you being free to be you being uninhibited in your thoughts, in your beliefs, right? In your goals, in your aspirations for your life. Even as a divorcee, your life is not over. And so I always want to just continue to encourage you to think outside of the box, to still keep your mind focused on what's ahead. Don't keep looking back. Don't keep picking the old wound, right? But stay focused on what is before you, right? And I'm aware that along your journey, depending on where you are in that journey, it's a little more difficult than others. And I'm aware of that. But stay encouraged and be encouraged, right? And so today I want to talk a little bit about power. A little bit about power, because you have power within you. You have power within you, no matter what stage you are on your divorce journey. You have power within you. And oftentimes we feel powerless, right? We feel powerless, but there is power inside of you. You have the power to choose. You have the power to think good thoughts, right? Because your thoughts become your words turn into actions, right? Which creates change in your life. Hey, Pharaoh, good morning, right? You have the power within you. And sometimes we give our power away, right? To people who we're concerned about what they think about us, right? Or what they're going to say about us, right? Or because they may not agree with us. But you have to learn on this journey to take your power back. You do have power to choose. You do have power to think, right? You do have power to make good decisions. Sometimes when you're on this journey, you question those things, right? Because of your past, perhaps. Or because of the instability that divorce brings temporarily. Hey, Anastasia, welcome. Sometimes you may question those things, but you still have the power. You just have to exercise it, right? You just have to use it because it's down on the inside of you. Everything that you need for this life is on the inside of you. You just have to learn to pull it out, right? You have to learn to pull it out. And in addition to making those decisions, you have the power to take action. To take action towards whatever it is that you want to change in your life. And that can be physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially, right? Socially, you got to get back out there. You got to meet new people, right? And we're not just talking about dating. Make sense? All these things really lie in your hand, right? And God can help you with those things if you seek him, right? And ask for his divine direction. So I just wanted to share that with you on today, that you have power. You have so much more power and strength than you even know or that you even think. And your life is not over. I've been divorced twice. Your life is not over. Yes, and people will make you think that, whether they actually say it or whether it's subtle things that they do. Right? How many of you know that? How many have experienced that? Whether it's family, friends, in the church, or just even in your community. Even though, divorce is 50%. Right? But you will have those who will. You will. And if you haven't, let me know. Whether it's a comment, whether it's exactly, whether it's a comment, whether it's overt, right? Whether it's them pulling back in their relationships from you, right? A lot of different ways, but it's okay. Because guess what? You're creating a new chapter in your life. And you want to make sure that this new season of your life, that you're surrounded by all the people and things that are best for you, that are positive for you, and that's going to help you move in a direction that you desire in your life. Does that make sense to anybody? Yes, yes, no, hearts, right? Are you guys taking this in? Does it make sense? It's a new season for you. It's good. It's a new season. Take your power back. And you can do it incrementally in small steps. And if you need to know about that, just hit me up in the email. We can talk about it. But there are small ways that you can begin because everybody's in a different place, right? Emotionally, etc. But there is a place that you can begin no matter where you are emotionally. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor. I just wanted to share that with you as an encouragement on this Freedom Friday for you guys. Looking forward to the weekend. Hey, Leanna, welcome back. Welcome. Great to see you here this morning. Awesome sauce. Now, let's open up the floor for questions. And I know you guys have to have some. So it's time for Q&A. Anything surrounding divorce? Good morning. Divorce, relationships, co-parenting, your children. You can type it in the chat box. I'll go ahead and just start even with the co-parenting situation. I've had I often get this challenge a lot. A challenge that people are having, and it's usually women as they're going through a divorce or the divorce is over, surrounded by co-parenting. If you guys can heart it up, that would help me stay motivated. I appreciate it. And so sometimes it looks a little something like this. And I've talked about it here a little bit before. But where, the divorce or separation is done, we're in a co-parenting agreement. And I think we talked about this 2 or 3 weeks ago about the new relationship, right? When an ex has a new relationship and how it affects the children or does not affect the children. And so I just want to share, because I had this conversation, so to speak, it's something that's very important is that, we don't have control over those new relationships. And what you have to remember, whether you're the man or the woman, mom or dad, that at some point your life's going to go on. But what happens is someone's life goes on a little quicker than the others. That makes sense? Right? So perhaps the ex-husband has a new girlfriend or a new wife first, or vice versa. So somebody becomes uncomfortable. Right? Somebody is hurt, right? And we want to use that hurt really, and sometimes unconsciously, as a manipulation factor. And so I like to go straight to the core, because really at the end of the day, that relationship is none of your business. That relationship is none of my business, right? Now, it becomes my business when a couple of things happen. First of all, we all really know our ex-mate. We know if they're capable, right? We know if they're dangerous, right? We know now if there's drugs and abuse, those are some different situations. But we're talking about generally, right? Because we lived with that person, we watched them with their children, we know if they love their children or not. Okay? Now, with that being said, they may not do things exactly the way that we do it. Especially as women, we are naturally more nurturing, you guys. Let's keep it real. They may not do it the same way that we do it, but it doesn't matter. And what we have to stop doing, right, is picking apart that co-parenting situation based on our own emotional hurt. Meaning, if they have someone new, we have a problem, so we want to pick out other problems with the children that don't exist. And you know who gets hurt from this? It's the children. And so let me tell you this, the path that you create initially is the path that you're going to have to deal with down the road. So I always suggest this. Oftentimes when we're talking about co-parenting, you have to look beyond the now. Right? So when you have young, let's say school-age children, 7, 8, 9, right? What is the relationship? Thank you for hearting it up. I see green hearts. You guys, come on. What is the relationship that you desire to see your child with the other parent down the road? So for example, let's think about your sons, right? They may be school age now, but do you want them to have a good relationship with their dad as a teenager, so that you can call on their dad to help them with those male things, those male issues, right? Teaching them some work factors, teaching them how to be a man, right? But if you mess up that relationship when you're not thinking about it in the school age years, you're going to damage that so-called productivity that can happen with that relationship 10 years down the road. Does that make sense to anybody? Type in the chat box. Yes, no, maybe so. Does that make sense? Because oftentimes we get caught up. Good morning, you guys. Pipe Diaz, welcome to the broadcast. We get caught up with the now and the emotions, but we're not looking down the road and recognizing the impact and the need that the need that we're going to need of that other parent down the road. So for example, I have daughters, right? And we know daughters need dads. Huge problem in the community today because of daddy issues, right? Come on, you guys, somebody talk to me. Many women have not had great relationships with their dad, right? But if we as women don't help that, yes, in the initial stages, see, because sometimes we're caught up with the now. We're caught up with our feelings now, right? So it's going to be very difficult to call on, so to speak, that relationship, right? Or that relationship to be created with that young woman as a teenager and her dad if we help sabotage it when they're younger. And we have an important role to play. Does that make sense? So it can be for you know, the men, the males and the females, the daughters and the sons. I mean, in general, Eddie, in general. And we know there are some specific needs in our Black community, in the African American community, yes. But it doesn't matter because all daughters need their dad. They need a great relationship. That is where they find their security. That is where they find their worth, a lot of their worth, in their relationship with their dad. And for many who have not had that, it becomes a challenge as they transition to womanhood. Come on now. Right? And so all I'm saying is, you know, women and men, whoever this applies to, you got to look down the road. Right? You got to look down the road. Kids need both parents. Loving parents. Again, we're not talking about abusive, you know, someone's neglecting them. We're not talking about that because those relationships require action and they require legal action, right? So we've got to think, and I just wanted to bring that up as a question because I get that a lot. I get a lot where, you know, people are saying, you know, well, the ex-dad is not doing X, Y, and Z. Well, are they safe? Are they okay? Are they having fun? You know, they're okay. That 2 days or 3 days, they're okay. But if we go in and sabotage that relationship, we're going to regret it. And you really don't realize it because you're still in an emotional state right now, right? And you're a little hurt about whatever. And so I just want to, you know, admonish you to think about that when you're entering the co-parenting stage, to look beyond the now, right? You got to think bigger and broader. And then you also have to recognize that even you yourself may desire at some point in your life to have a relationship or to date or to do some things. You're going to be that same person. And remember, we reap what we sow. Sow good seeds. I share here all the time that I will say I've been co-parenting for 7 years and we've had a few bumps, but generally we've got this thing pretty good. We got this thing down okay. We have been able to move beyond our own personal agendas to focus on my daughter. And that is huge and is shown by her stability. Now she's 13. She's getting ready to go into another season. I'm aware because I've already had one child go through this, right? And so I want to make sure that both of us are working together to help her navigate her teen years. And so you mom and dads with young children, you're going to want to have a decent enough relationship, right? And you also want them to have a decent enough relationship. Oh, she was on my mind. Excuse me, you guys. Relationship, right? to help navigate them through life in that early adulthood. Does that make sense, you guys? So I'm still waiting for questions. I'm kind of going on my own little tangent, but I just wanted to share that while you guys were thinking about questions. It is very important, Tanika. It is very, very important. Right? And then again, listen, we're not talking about, I also am aware that there are some absentee fathers. I'm also aware that there are some fathers that are non-participatory. My oldest daughter, you guys who follow me, my oldest daughter has not had a relationship with her biological father. And so I can speak on this issue very good, because even though she had a father who raised her from my second marriage, right? That's her dad, whether you call them stepdads, bonus dads, or whatever. We never use those terms. But there was still some challenges, right? Because she does not have that relationship. She's contacted her biological dad, but she has not seen him. And I think she kind of connected with him about 9-10 months ago now. And they've just been talking on the phone sometimes or via text, but she has not seen him. And I let her handle that. She's an adult. She's 23. Make sense? So just think about that. Any questions along those lines, or anything else regarding divorce? Questions, divorce, legal ask. Well, not, depending on what it is for legal, because I'm not an attorney. Transitioning, your children, right? Your well-being, your self-care, how to kind of pick yourself up. Do you want to date again? Do you not want to date again? Right? What are your thoughts here today? Any other questions? Hey, Dame Lip. Good morning. I don't understand that language. No, Leanne, no questions. Okay. Okay. Good. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate it. So listen, just keep that in mind for those of you who have youngins, so to speak, have those littles by your side, those who are watching by replay, those who are watching by Apple TV and internet. I appreciate you being here as well. Do you think it is appropriate for two people to stay together when they are not married? You know what? I have never lived with anyone. For several reasons, right? There's spiritual reasons, and also, there's an old saying. Who knows what that old saying is about the cow? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Right? And so, that's just my opinion. I've never done that. I'm 48. I've never lived with anybody. I've been, married twice. I always say to each his own. Now, I just say to each his own. Because really, at the end of the day, people have to live their lives what they choose. I think there are some definite negatives to the situation. And that's all my opinion. Right? You guys know how I feel here. But if you are living with somebody, then that's your story. No judgment zone along that. But you have to deal with, as we all do, the consequences that come with our decisions. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Right? And so oftentimes, I'm just going to be frank, I use the term playing house. And there are no studies that indicate that people who live together, as a matter of fact, I'm going to research this again because I think, but I don't have it in front of me. I think I remember reading this somewhere in the past that, first of all, there are no studies that I know there are no studies that say that decreases divorce rate if you live together with someone. But I think I remember reading some studies that said it actually increases the rate. But I will actually get some stats on that. So thank you, Eddie, for asking that. Read it, please. You got to go. I don't got time. I got time for that. So, yeah, Eddie, to each his own, really. To each his own. Everyone's belief system. Okay, thank you, Tanika. And everyone's belief system is not what my belief system is. Everyone's life, everyone has a different view. So I think we're all entitled to our opinions, and we all are actually entitled to live our lives the way that we choose to. Right? And so when we, even as we talk about divorce and I raise my hand, when I've made bad decisions or bad choices, as I entered marriage, then I have to reap those consequences of my actions. Make sense? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Kara. Hey, you Lash. Love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. we can get rid of some of this, you guys. Hang on a second. Okay, that makes sense, Eddie. Okay. But do you have a gun? My daughter told me I need one. Oh, no, sorry, you guys. Oh, that's real talk, though. My oldest daughter and I, we were having a talk. I mean, she was being kind of funny, but that's a whole nother topic. Whole nother topic. I think I shared that with you, Tanika. Oh my gosh, I tell you, maybe, right? You see these comments here. But anyway, you guys, we always got to have some fun. Got to have fun. You know, got to have some fun. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Questions, comments, or concerns? Good, good. Listen, it's Friday. Hope that you have something fabulous planned for the weekend. This is my weekend with my daughter, so I'm looking forward to just hanging out with her and doing some things. So I'm excited about that all the time. You know, she's in that transitioning stage of 13, and you know, their personalities, and for any of you guys who have kids in that age, you know, it's just so great to see them blossom. It really, really is the joy of motherhood. And so I'm just looking forward to spending some time with her on this weekend. So, of course, I always do a little bit of work. Okay, maybe a lot of work. Don't tell anybody. But I get the work in. But most of it be spending time with my girl. It is a joy. It is a joy. And I'm going to tell you a greater joy, you guys, for all you parents who have young children. If you're watching by replay, you have young children. You know, sometimes and this is so off topic, but I'm going to share it. Maybe somebody needs this. You know, sometimes when we're parenting young children, it is so laborious. Right? We do the same things over and over. We're say please, say thank you. We're teaching them, we're training them, we're cooking, we're putting them in the bed, we're putting them in the activities, we're running around, right? And sometimes in the back of your mind, you're wondering, right? What, you know, is this working? My daughter and I are hanging out this weekend too. Oh, great, Morel. Right? And so sometimes, you know, when you're in the thick of it, you know, you wonder, I hope I'm doing things right? Or, you know, is it all worth it? You know, I'm putting so much time and energy into my children, and I want to tell you it is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth every ounce of your energy to sow into your children good seeds, right? Because listen, no deposits, no returns. Listen to me. No deposits, no returns. And so that when they're younger and they want that extra book, you guys remember that? Read me one more story. Golly, right? It's worth the extra book. It's worth the extra $10 for that, whatever they want. That's that's going to help them. That maybe activity or something that's positive. It is worth it. And when you have, as your children grow, and you begin to see some of those things come back, that's when you know. And God will show you. Even as young adults, I have a 23-year-old, you know, sometimes I'm like, what? What are you doing? What are you saying? Right? But then God will show you what's under the layers. Hey, Sin City, He will show you what's in there. And that is what you cannot explain the joy when you know in here. Your work, your labor, as the word tells us, was not in vain. So I just want to encourage you, whoever that is for. Somebody's got some little children and you feel worn out. Your labor is not in vain. Keep making those deposits because your return on investment will be greater. I promise you that. And that's for somebody, I don't know who, but God bless you. I hope that you receive that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. Listen, you know you can stay connected with me. I'm on all platforms of social media. Live Life Loved, and that loved is L-U-V-D. Remember, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me so you can get that little sneak peek of the master classes coming up beginning next week, okay? And also just follow me anyway so you can get some insight. Sometimes I go over there and do, you know, Instagram stories or videos, you know, that I can't do here on Periscope. Right? You do the same. Enjoy your weekend, Tanika. Thank you guys for rocking out with me today. Thank you for all the heart love. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I do. I love the engagement. I wouldn't have it any other way. It is first and foremost a God assignment. I take it serious. I don't take it lightly when I come. I don't at all. I really don't. You do the same thing, Morel. Have a great weekend. So you guys, listen. Stay focused. Keep your head up. Make some time for yourself this weekend, whatever that looks like, because you deserve it. You are your number one asset, so treat yourself accordingly. And listen, people are going to treat you the way that you treat yourself. So think about that. You have a nice day too, Eddie. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday morning, same time, same place, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, lots of laughs and coffee. Yes, yes, yes. And oh, lost my train of thought that quick. So yes, regular time slot on Monday. Might pop it on the weekend. You know, I always tell you that. So make sure you keep your notifications on depending on what I'm doing. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time. And as I always tell you, no matter what the situation or the circumstance is that you're facing on today, God is always with you. He will never, ever, ever, ever leave you nor forsake you. I promise you that. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah!